Alright, hi, welcome back, Internet. Those penguins sure were adorable. That we never saw them. So still playing Go Go Nippon. We're doing... Oh, they walk so funny. On fucking otters? God damn it.
Stop teasing me with better content than you actually showed, game.
Stop mentioning better animals.
You didn't even really show us the fish. We just sort of happened to see the fishes. You just showed us the two main characters walking where there happened to be.
You know, I wonder if the main character is related to Bazooka Joe.
Does Bazooka Joe not have eyes?
That's like his signature thing.
Maybe.
That's a reference that everyone watching will get for sure, especially since I had to explain it.
I mean, Bazooka Joe was old when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, I don't think I ever had Bazooka. Actually, no, I did have some Bazooka Joe comics. Though then again, I also had like the cars from like the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, that was before any of us were born, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Maybe not Zach.
Alright, oh man, let's see. Oh, I guess that's actually a choice that we could go back and make if we said, oh, here we go.
What is the usual?
I think either of these are going to lead to the same ending.
I don't think there's actually a choice here.
Let's see what she recommends. I came here to learn about Japan and Sunny's. I wonder if it's supposed to be Denny's.
Probably not. I don't imagine.
It's the same font.
That looks way too clean for a Denny's.
All right, there's curtains.
Yeah, those curtains are red, not like stained with tobacco.
Okay. Let's see what she recommends. There is a food associated with this place. I wonder if we're going to. Oh, ramen.
Ramen, of course.
Of course.
Noodles?
Of course.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, I thought they were going to explain. Oh, ramen doesn't refer to the noodles, it refers to the spice packet.
I don't what I have my roommate is actually from Hawaii and he refers to ramen as Simon.
Huh.
I think I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. He also calls soy sauce shoyu.
I have no idea. That might be what it is in Japan.
Yeah, because he has his mom's from Japan and his dad is from Norway.
Ramen is not a verb.
It is now. I always look like this. Just making expressionless.
Boy's got game. We're gonna go buy noodles.
Noodle time.
And it was only $2.
We're not buying Maruchan. Actually, no, what am I saying? $2 is like buying 10 packs.
Yeah. Oh, this one came without a spice packet.
Oh yeah, Irashimasu. I wonder if we're gonna yell Ikudakimasu like 3 times.
We might. For an actual ramen place, this might get our main character super excited.
Huh.
Oh, it's wonderful. They found a way to cut out a layer of human interaction. That's all I really wanted.
That's why ramen is preferred among nerds.
Yeah, if Amazon's food prices weren't so high, I'd never go anywhere.
Well, that's why you gotta get Prime, and then you buy that. Then you buy that Apocalypse food that comes in a 70-pound drum.
I've got a 55-gallon drum of corn, dried corn. That's all I eat.
Well, no, the emergency rations, they come in like stroganoff and fettuccine.
I think like noodle dishes would be the only thing to come out with any sort of texture at the end of the day.
Yeah. Huh.
So, does it have a meaning, or is it just a ritual phrase like Klaatu Barata Niktu?
I don't know. Someone look it up. Someone use an internet.
We don't have the internet on right now.
Omatase shimashita. Alright, let's see. I don't actually know that phrase.
And one thing I learned is that actual like ramen that you can actually buy from like Chinatown or from like Japanese places, like it's way different than the cheap one, than like the cheap stuff, because our stuff uses wheat noodles, but most ramen uses rice noodles.
Oh, it'd be nice. I can only eat like pad thai stuff here, or stuff that comes with rice noodles.
Yeah, no. If you get ramen from like the foreign section,
yeah,
that'll usually be made with rice noodles. I think. I don't know if it's gluten free or not. That's it.
Well, I've bought the rice noodles in the packets or rice sticks or things like that and eaten them before. Mm-hmm. I've never seen like a prepared dish or something like that with them.
And then I've also gotten. This is. What?
Also, apparently, it means sorry to. It means, like sorry it took so long, or sorry to keep you waiting, or thanks for waiting,
okay.
Or something akin to
gotcha.
That's something what they say every time they come out. They're already apologizing.
I guess that's why it's just become a custom. Also, can I just say this is long noodles like pasta floating in a bat. That's what fucking ramen is.
Yeah, it's what the little packets from the.
I want to punch.
Little packets from the grocery store technically make that.
And you're not even commenting on how it has eggs or chicken or seaweed.
Give him time. He can only handle one thing at a time.
It's not like minestrone.
It's not like I'm done.
Also, I discovered that the chopsticks are actually a much easier way to eat ramen than any like Western thing, because you're supposed to eat ramen in a really kind of gross fashion.
No, yeah, you're supposed to basically tilt the bowl to your mouth and use the chopsticks to shove the ramen in your mouth.
So you kind of suck the noodles in while you just keep pushing them in with the chopsticks.
Man, no wonder Japan is trying to catch up to us in obesity.
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job. Like I mentioned,
we're still number one though.
I think
we'll be on top for a while yet.
I thought another country beat us. Or no, it's Japan that beat us in eating contests. So we're not good at eating, but we are great at being fat.
Not great at competing with it, but when it comes to long-term endurance, we're the champs. We just aren't good at sprinting.
There we go. Oh, there's the slurping noises.
That was like a video game like success noise.
Also, this sounds kind of like the music from Yoshi's Story.
Yeah.
Jazzed up.
I'm impressed you remember the music from Yoshi's Story, because I certainly don't.
It was the music that was also used in Super Smash Brothers, the original one. Huh. That's not terrible.
Yeah, given that there's a lot of stuff in them.
Yeah, there's actually
it's not like the instant ramen stuff that's literally just the noodles.
There's actually a place near my work that does sushi, and they also do soba and udon. And I used to go there and get beef udon all the time, spicy beef udon, which was served with it had actual chunks of beef in it, and broth and like spinach and a bunch of other stuff. And it was good, and it was like, I don't know, $5 maybe. But I remember I stopped getting it because it made a bit of a mess to eat because like noodles coming out of broth, if you need to slurp them up like that, like it's just gonna everywhere.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it like wasn't that filling.
Yeah.
I have a somewhere around here. I have a ramen cookbook, which is things you can add to cheap ramen to make it better. Which actually, I remember reading it. It made me kind of sad that because most of the things are like take the ramen and then put cream of mushroom soup in it. It's like, okay,
Wow.
so your advice is to take this soup and put another soup in it. Great.
To be fair, if you're buying cheap ramen, that is within your price range to buy a can of cream of mushroom soup with
It's true, yeah. Also, so this guy knows about manga and anime, so he is even more weeaboo than I thought because he doesn't know what like fucking ramen is.
Yeah. What are these strange noodles? Oh, that's what the people in my manga books were reading. Were eating.
It's weird. All the dubs I watched kept calling it hot dogs. Whoa! Oh, whoops! I forgot. I right-clicked. Sorry. Yeah, let's walk around a little bit more. Let's explore this town. The Kishibujin. We don't have an image for that. I guess there's no there's no image made to the Kishibushin. Oh, so you know about Indian food.
Yeah, of course. It's not like you love Japan or anything.
Yep. You know, one thing I learned a long time ago, talking about curry came from India and then went to England, and from England it got to Japan. One thing I learned is that it's from Venice that pasta exists because Venetian merchants got noodles from Asia, and then they like, hey, we could make this.
Yeah, we use the starch we have available.
Yeah, and so that's how we have like wheat and flour. That's how we have wheat and flour noodles. Is that so those noodles came from Asia, and it's from Venice.
Well, it kind of makes sense, but like when you take especially like Chinese history, everything else is like a footnote.
What do you mean?
In terms of empires and like long-lasting empires or ancient empires.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or scientific advances or anything like that.
Also, on the topic of curry, I can say, I don't know. Have you guys ever had Indian food?
Yeah, I really can't stand curry.
I fucking love Indian food.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that love it. That's
surprise, surprise.
gee, Japanese people don't eat just Japanese food. Just like American people don't eat just American food.
Wow.
It's not all double downs and
Yeah.
It's not all double downs.
Bacon sundaes.
Ah, shit. What is the
And Big Macs.
what is the damn it? I can't remember the name of the invented worst food that is a Big Mac that you put a double down inside. That has a name. I don't remember what it's called.
Is it another poker reference? Or blackjack reference? Or cards reference?
I don't think so.
Well, then I couldn't even begin to guess. All in? That sounds like I would name it All In myself, but
Yeah, it's not all double
that is a
downs.
point where you determine to do something or die trying.
You know, in that vein, I don't know if you guys frequent something awful that much, but there was somewhere in their comedy goldmine, there's this, and I know our listeners are just gonna love me talking about the internet. But there's I'll put a link somewhere in this to a video that there's this app that was available from Burger King that you could take their menu, and it would show you how many calories were in a food, and it would also allow you,
and you can stack it up.
Yeah, and it would allow you to like add or subtract things. And so there were a lot of people that were like that just started making like stupid shit, like they just put a pickle on a bun, or they made a pile of sauce and cheese. And then there was people that were trying to figure out how to make the most like calorie intense menu there was, and so they made burgers that had like 20 patties, and
yeah, a cool 16,000 calories.
Yeah, and like think Japanese national dish. Oh, well,
curry rice, curry bread sounds absolutely disgusting.
I don't know what that is. Unless you're talking about like naan.
I don't think the naan normally has curry in it.
It doesn't have curry, but that's its purpose is like to hold it. Like the naan is like silverware. Also, that was one thing I learned. Also in Italy, that like when you go to an Italian restaurant in the States, like they give you bread and then they give you olive oil and cheese. Like in Italy, they don't do that. Your bread exists because you always get like pasta, and pasta has sauce, and so you finish off the bowl and there's all this sauce left, and that's what you're supposed to use the bread for. That's its only purpose. And if you go to a restaurant in Italy, they will give you bread, but they won't give you, like, you can ask for olive oil and cheese and they'll bring you that because they're used to foreigners asking for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a something awful story. The way this ended up coming to fruition was somebody made a burger called the Noah's Ark that had had 2 beef patties, 2 chicken patties, 2 fish patties, 2 veggie patties, like 2 strips of bacon. And what this ended up, this was the one thing that somebody actually went to Burger King and they custom ordered this. I think it cost $16. They said that people went back behind the register they didn't see them for like 10 minutes, and they came back with a huge bag, like the one you get when you make an enormous order.
It just had that piled.
It just had that in it, and he when he took it out of the bag, it wasn't like it was so big they had to put 2 wrappers on it and like stick them together with labels. And there's a video on YouTube that I'll link that is him eating the burger on camera, and it's just like he talks about it for a while, and then he takes a bite into it, and grease squirts out of the burger.
Oh,
and his ultimate.
It would only be tolerable if everything was really dry and breaded.
Yeah. And it wasn't. And his opinion was it tasted like rubber bands. Because you had the fish and the chicken and the beef.
That was probably his heart shutting down blood flow to his mouth.
He didn't even finish it. He took bites out of it and he said, "This is so awful." Oh boy, so now we're gonna get to... this is gonna be wacky.
Yep.
Because Makoto's gonna be terrible. I mean, she's gonna be great, what am I talking about?
Yeah, let's see, is it going to be super horrible?
I guess we'll find out if there's a whoa. Okay, so we're gonna cook with her.
I think her eyebrows just did the, like, katakana, I can't remember which character that is, but the one they use for when someone's looking angry with the 2 dashes next to the character.
I don't know what that one. Oh, are you talking about the one that looks like a hash sign?
Yeah. Because she either has like a monobrow or like 2 extra dashes.
I'll have to look at that. Whoops! What? Whoops!
The salad.
Look, can I just...
Is that what? Are you...
I'm so tired of this. There's nobody who cooks like this. Nobody.
Oh.
Special dressing. I wonder what it is.
I don't know, but apparently when it's in butter.
This is so bad I had a stroke.
It is an unnaturally bright green color, and I kind of wish they would. If we were going to have this scene, I kind of wish they would have made assets for this.
Yeah, they should have had pictures and stuff. This is...
Oh, we took damage.
I'll tell you what it is. It's lazy game design is what it is.
Oh, whoa. What happened?
It's not anime unless the food is so bad that you pass out.
I mean,
it's like that episode of The Simpsons where Johnny Cash was Homer's spirit animal.
I gotta say, this is a pretty impressively bad thing because we drank salt coffee.
And now we're dying.
You have to understand, anything an anime bad cook touches is poison.
Apparently.
Of course.
Oh man.
The trip.
What trip? Oh man, we're gonna have another thing that isn't on the... we're gonna leave Tokyo. Shit, we're still in Tokyo?
Oh, wow. I wonder if we're gonna miss a day. We might not see everything.
No.
That's the replay value.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can see that we can...
It's time for the beach episode, though.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Kyoto. That's not the beach episode.
Also, I have to applaud. They shifted the capital and just reversed the syllables in it to make the new capital's name. Which is actually true.
Oh,
Sure,
look.
that was the old capital, and then I can't remember which emperor was established, Tokyo, but they literally just switched the 2 syllables in Kyoto to get the new name.
Interesting. You know, that's like, that actually reminds me, I don't know if you guys watch CGP Grey, but did you know that there is a city of London that is inside the city of London?
What?
It is its own independent. It is its own independent city that has its own laws, its own mayor, and the mayor of the city of London is called his proper title is the Right Honourable Lord Mayor of London.
Not to be confused with the
title I have
London.
ever heard.
I'm trying to remember all the stuff about. Like, one of the things is that it's a really kind of booming economic center, and apparently the reason that it is such is that the city of London, when it was created way back in the day, the Roman Empire took over a lot of England. They actually founded the city of London, and like a lot of their cities, they surrounded them with big, strong walls to keep the barbarians out. And so and my history of England is really bad at this point, so forgive me, everyone from England and the greater United Kingdom area. When the conqueror of that time came and was taking over all the places with his army, while the Roman Empire came and went, the walls stayed, and it was much easier to take over all these people in, empty places that didn't have protection than these people with these giant fucking walls constructed by Roman engineers. and so his army really
Yeah.
tried to fight them and siege them and wait them out, but the city was like self-sustaining, and so he just gave up and said like, if you say
Everything around you is now London.
yeah, well, no. The thing was, the thing he said is, if you respect me as the king of this area, I will let you keep all of your rights and all of that stuff. And the city of London's like, sure. And so then there's, and so that was respected. Although there were a series of watchtowers constructed, and a series of watchtowers and fortifications constructed around the city, just in case they decided to start some shit. And so to this day, that city still exists. The walls have since crumbled away into nothing, although you can see places where they used to be. That I believe they're protected. I believe there's some gargoyles sitting where the walls originally were.
Yeah.
And so the other thing is that I think as the modern age came, it was England really wanted to change really wanted to incorporate London, and so they created a new London that was supposed to draw people in, but the other London was very commercially successful, and there wasn't a lot of reason to change it. So that whole area just ended up being called the whole London area, basically. Anyway, that's history. That's a probably an accurate history of England as told in this game about Japan.
Yes. Listen next time for DNU Drunk History.
Next time we go to the Philippines.
And then Gandhi attacked Washington. Or was that a Civilization game I played? I don't know.
Oh man, do you know the whole thing about Gandhi in Civilization?
What about it?
So there's a bug in Civilization, or it started as a bug, and now it's just a thing they always put in, that when you reach democracy, I think, Gandhi shifts from being peaceful to incredibly hostile. And that's because in the original Civilization game, Gandhi's I don't remember what the variable was for peace versus war, but it was set at the absolute maximum, for its peace. And the thing is, when you enable democracy, that boosts the peace value. So let's just say it's like 255 or something.
He triggers over.
It wraps back around.
Adds 2, which makes his rating like minus 253. So he goes to war with everybody. Because they didn't account for a buffer overflow. Now it's just a joke, I think, that they just make it so that Gandhi is just the most hostile person in the entire game.
Yeah.
What they seem to do is they make it so that Gandhi is generally very peaceful, but he will rush getting nuclear technology, and he is the most aggressive. He is the most aggressively nuclear civilizations in the game. At least in 5, he is like just flat out the most. He will. Once he hits nukes, he will pretty much instantly start making them as much as he can. And if you go to war with him, he won't declare war on you, chances are, unless you are really, really an asshole. But if he is at war with somebody, he will not hesitate to nuke the shit out of them.
Nice. Also, can I say that
Scorched earth.
Can I say that this guy is like, yeah, my favorite thing about travel is going to different places.
Getting to look at places.
I catch. Oh yeah, how much time have we spent? Well, you know what, Internet, next time we'll see Kyoto.
And probably some more wacky misunderstandings.
Some more wacky hijinks. Wow. Stay tuned. Good night, Internet.